And we're back with another Radiocast. What is up, everybody? Call out fans everywhere. I'm back with another radio show. My name is Richie. Welcome back to the Call Out Podcast. We're going to be talking about UFC Fight Night. Kai Kara-France versus Amir Albazi is going to be going down this Saturday, June 3rd. Prelims start on ESPN Plus at 3 o'clock p.m. And the main card will start on ESPN Plus as well as ESPN at 6 o'clock p.m. So be sure to catch the fights because we got a lot of good fights going down. We got a lot of good matchups. And I want to talk about four of them. I want to talk about only four of them. I know that there's a lot, but there's only four that I kind of want to highlight. And we're going to start right away with Felipe Lins versus Maxim Grishin. And I'm really excited for this, man, because it's a close fight. You know, the sportbook has Maxim Grishin as the favorite, minus 130 for all my bettors out there. And Felipe Lins at plus 110. He's an underdog, slight underdog. I'm interested to see what happens to the lines. It's only Thursday right now, so I'm interested to see what happens to the lines. I can see this becoming a pick'em, so I'm going to take Felipe Lins now that he's a plus. I know I said I was going to give you the prediction at the end. I ended up just giving you the prediction in the beginning, but I'm going to take him at plus money. I love the value there. I think Felipe Lins, interviewing him, you know, you get a taste of his mindset. You get a taste of what he's like. We interviewed him before the OSP fight. So if you guys have not checked that out, go and check that out. He's a really cool guy. But my point is that he knows what to do. You know, he did exactly what he said he was going to do on the interview. You know, he's going to go for the finish. He's going to, look for the finish. And if he doesn't get it, he's going to just try and stay smart to at least get the decision. And he's a little bit more active than Maxim Grishin right now. And I just like the momentum. I like the momentum on Felipe Lins' side. He had a really good KO win over OSP recently. So, I have faith in him. It's close. It's close. I like Max Grisham's stand-up. You know, he's a kickboxer, so he might have a slight advantage there, but Felipe Lins got hands too. You know, he's a striker. But his takedown average is higher than Maxim Grisham's takedown average. And his takedown accuracy is a little bit better as well. So if it goes to the ground, I kind of trust Felipe Lins a little bit more if it goes to the ground. And if it stays standing, it's a little bit close, but I think Felipe Lins has the power advantage. And who knows? He can get Maxim Grishin out by the second round, or it can just be a back and forth fight, and Felipe Lins can just edge the decision win. I guess the bet I like more in this fight would probably be the over 2.5. I think that's more likely to happen, even though this fight can be finished. I can see why you would go for the 2.5. A lot of people are going for that bet. They're going for the over. So that's a good bet right there. For me, being the first fight of the fight card, you know, if you lose, you still have a lot of fights to climb back on. So I like the value on this. I'm going to go Felipe Lins plus 110, plus money. First fight of the fight card. Let's see if we can win some money right away. And like I said, if it doesn't go our way, you got a lot of other fights to kind of catch up on. Yeah, so not a bad way to start the fight card with these two strikers here, these two heavyweights. Be sure to tune in. Okay, so moving to the next fight that I want to talk about, we have Tim Elliott versus Victor Altamirano. Yes, you heard that right. This is a fight, guys, that all my fight fans that know Tim Elliott, that know Victor Altamirano, you know that this fight is going to be a scrap. You know this fight has the potential to have the fight of the night. We have two guys that apply tremendous pressure in their fights. They're both really scrappy. They're both good at scrambling. They're both fast. They got great hands. They throw knees. They throw crazy kicks. They both have a lot of crafty tools to utilize in this battle. And it's going to come down to a couple things. So let's go ahead and just kind of break it down a bit. Tim Elliott, he's 19-12-1. So 19 wins, 12 losses, 1 no contest. Victor Altamirano is 12 wins and 2 losses, Tim Elliott's reach is 66 inches versus Victor Altamirano's 70-inch reach. So he has a 4-inch reach advantage. Like I said, they're both scrappy, but Tim is a funky guy to face. He's funky. Like, he's kind of like a Tony Ferguson at the 125. You know, he's really good on the ground. He's got good scrambles. If you get him down, it's going to be kind of hard to keep him down. Standing up, he throws wild shots at weird angles. He's really good at mixing the combinations with strikes, kicks, elbows, knees, that type of thing. And the big thing for him is he has the experience. That's, in my eyes, that's the big thing right there, is that he has the experience. You know, he did fight for the belt. He won the Ultimate Fighter to fight for the belt against Demetrius Johnson in that 125-pound tournament that took place way back when. It was like 2016 or something like that. But, yeah, so Tim Elliott, man, he's got the experience there. But Vic, he's a bit of the new kid on the block. You know, he's coming off 2 really impressive wins in the UFC right now. The dude is dangerous. He's quick. He's violent. He's relentless. Once he applies the pressure, he just keeps putting it on you, man. Just bam, 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 bam. And he had a really good decision war with Vinicius Salvador. That was a good test. Before that, he knocked out Daniel Da Silva. And he did lose a decision bout to Carlos Hernandez. But Vic is always evolving, always learning. His fight IQ, in my opinion, is ultra high. He knows what to do. He knows the right things to do. As long as he can keep his composure against this veteran, as long as he can stay in that mindset and just that warrior mindset, I can see Vic winning. And he's the underdog. He's a plus 145 underdog, and Tim Elliott is a minus 170 favorite. So, Sportsbook doesn't see Altamirano getting this. Elliott is southpaw, and Altamirano is a switch fighter. So, man, I don't know. I know they have Elliott as a favorite. I know they say he's the veteran. He's got great takedowns, great ground game. I think that's going to be also the really big thing here against Vic. His submission game. I think as long as Vic can stay composed and as long as he can answer the wrestling, I think he can squeeze out with a win here. He's just that guy. He's just that guy. His skills are super impressive, and I love the pressure that he applies, and I love the angles that he throws his combinations from. And I love how he does the same thing as Tim Elliott. He mixes his combinations too. He'll throw strikes, then he'll throw some kicks, he'll throw some knees. The dude is just in your face, and let's go, man. Let's go Vic Altamirano, plus 145 underdog. Let's win some money. We interviewed this cat too, and he's cool. We actually interviewed him twice. If you have not catch his interview, please go check it out. The dude is awesome, super smart, really intelligent guy just in general. And I see him going for the kill here. And if he doesn't go for the kill, I know he's going to make the right choices to get the decision win. So let's go Vic Altamirano. Guys, let me know what you think about this close fight against Tim Elliott, this dangerous fight against Tim Elliott. But hey, if he can beat Tim Elliott, I think that's going to shoot Vic all the way up, or he's going to shoot him very, very high up in the rankings to fight some higher ranked opponents. So tune in for that fight. That's going to be on the main card. But moving on, let's move on up to Alex Caceres versus Daniel Pereira. I want to highlight this one because it's a good matchup. I think it is, and it's pretty close. We got Alex Caceres, the favorite, minus 175, and we got Daniel Pereira, the underdog, plus 150. And a lot of people love this matchup because there's good value here, really good value. Daniel Pereira being an underdog, he can win this. He definitely can. The submission game and the pressure that he applies and the power in his hands is not to be messed with. But Alex Caceres, man, he has the reach. He has a 73-inch reach, and Daniel Pereira has 69-inch reach. So we have about 4.5-inch reach advantage for Alex Caceres. And, the thing I like about Alex is that he's really crafty. He's got a lot of good skills good angles. He throws strikes. He'll throw some spinning kicks. He'll throw some knees. He'll throw spinning back fists. He's crafty and accurate. That's what I like a lot about him. So not only is he throwing all kinds of wild stuff, but he's landing it. He's doing it with a purpose. He's just not out there just guessing, trying to get you out. He's got a plan. And as long as he sticks to his game plan, I think he can win this. When he doesn't stick to his game plan, that's kind of when things go south for him. If he lets his guard down and if Daniel gets on his back, I'm worried that Pereira is going to get that submission win over him. But like I said, Alex Caceres, he's really crafty. I love the tools that he brings to this bout. Daniel Pereira has the power and the ground game. I think he has the advantage there. But to me, it's who wants it more. To me, I think it's who wants it more. And I think Alex Caceres, he's evolved a lot over the years. I'd say he wants it more. I can see Alex getting this. He's the favorite. And I can see him just going out there and just having either a masterclass or just a 3-round battle, and then at the end, just doing enough to kind of win the judges' favor and just leave out there with a unanimous decision or like a split decision. I'm gonna rock Alex Caceres here. Favorite -170. I think he might win this fight, but nonetheless, it's just gonna be a good fight, guys. It's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good stand-up war, and then if it goes to the ground, we're gonna have some intense grappling here because Caceres is going to hopefully try to get up. He doesn't want to be there on the ground with Pineda. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what goes down with that fight. Let me know who you have on that fight, whether you have Alex Caceres or Daniel Pineda. Let's move on, guys. Let's move on to the main event. I want to talk about Kai Kara-France versus Amir Albazi. It's going to be such a good bout, such a good main event here. Kai Kara-France, he's fought Brandon Moreno, and that was a really good fight. A really good fight. I think Kai Kara-France, in my opinion, he was winning. He was doing really good in that fight. I think he was winning, and then Brandon Moreno just got him with a body kick, and it was a wrap from there. But I think Kai Kara-France is still dangerous, even though he's coming off that loss. I think he has some fast hands. He's got a good stand-up. What worries me here is Albazi's wrestling and Albazi's hands. And he's 16-1, so he's only lost once. Kai Kara-France is 24-10-1, so 1 no contest. And I like Albazi. I like Albazi. This fight is a pick'em. It's -110 for both of them. So the sport book it's a coin flip, and I like that. I like the odds there. And I'm gonna go with Albazi here. He's 16-1, only 1 loss. His ground game is just too vicious to ignore, and I know that he's gonna be utilizing that in this fight. Their reach is kind of identical, only 1 inch reach advantage for Kai Kara-France. Shouldn't be too much of a problem for Albazi. They both fight at orthodox. I think the power is going to be too much for Albazi. The power from Albazi is going to be too much for Kai Kara-France, and I think the ground game is going to be too much. I say Kai Kara-France has some really good moments. He has really fast hands, so I can see him putting it on Amir in the first round, maybe even the second. But I think the longer that this fight goes, once it goes into like the 4 or 5 rounds, I think Albazi is just going to use that wrestling and just wear him out. And if he doesn't do that, he's going to utilize the strikes too. He's a really well-rounded fighter, and he's on the come up as well. He's been on a tear lately. So let me take Amir. Albazi. He's beaten Costa Figueroa. He's beaten Zaglas. That dude is a beast. He's beaten Gordon. He beat Curtis. He's beaten all these really good names here that have actually been here for a little while. Although Ryan Curtis, I don't recognize too much. So, hey, just, shout out to UFC for putting a really good matchup here, putting up a really good main event. Nonetheless, no matter who wins, at the end of the day, the fight fans are going to win because it's going to be one heck of a main event. My final prediction will just have to be Amir Albazi. And let me give you my predictions for all of them, actually. So I'm going to go Felipe Lins, the underdog. I'm going to go Victor Altamirano, the underdog. Then I'm going to go Alex Caceres, the favorite. And I'm going to go with the pick'em, Amir Albazi, at a very good price, minus 110. So, guys, thank you for listening to this radio cast, wherever you may be, in your car, at work, cleaning up your room, wherever you may be. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please be sure to like and subscribe. And be sure to leave your predictions in the comment section below. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you guys next week.